Alright guys, I'm guessing most of you already know how to macro with TinyTask, but let's be real, TinyTask can be super unstable and inconsistent, especially when it comes to farming gates. So today I'm going to show you what I think is the best macro out right now for Anime Crusaders, and honestly probably the best for any anime tower defense games, and that's the Informaal Frog Macro. There's both free version and the paid version. From what I've heard in the Discord, the paid version is way more reliable. I haven't personally tried the free one, but if you're thinking about grabbing the paid version, you can use my code Mimo to support me. It helps a ton. Also, this macro is 100% safe. They're partnered up with Anime Crusaders. They're also partnered with like Anime Vanguards if you play that. So feel free to use, you won't get banned. Also, this macro works on everything. Story mode, challenge mode, legendary mode, portal, anything I think of, this macro works on everything. Anyways, let's jump into the tutorial. Okay guys, before we get into tutorial, I just want to show you guys this completely works as a proof. I'm gonna start it now. As you can see, it's already doing this thing that's supposed to do by itself. I'm not touching my keyboard, by the way. This is all done by the macro itself. As you can see, it's automatically placing the units as how the macro is made. Also, of course, you can make your own macro, so don't worry. This is just my own macro. So we just reached the boss and wait a bit until he kills it. Also, so far the macro only works with solo, by the way. It somehow just bugs out when you're matchmaking, when you're selecting gates, so make sure you're solo. But the developers are like constantly updating their macro, so by the time you're watching, they probably already fixed the bug. Okay, as you can see, we just killed the boss. Now the macro will literally select gate itself. It will pick the highest gate out of all of them. You can change the order by yourself, of course. See, it found A gate, so it's of course starting A gate by itself. Now you see this macro completely works, so now we will get into the tutorial. Okay, let's get started with the tutorial. So of course you want to come to the website first. I'll put the link in the description. I'll put every link in the description. So if you come to FAQ and you click on Discord, you can join on Discord. And now you go back to download, which will lead you to here. And as you can see here, there's Vanguard macro, AITDX macro, like Anime Last Stand macro, anything you think of. And you come here, once you buy it, you can just press download. By buying, you can press purchase perm, and you can use my affiliate code, is Mimo. I'll be glad if you can use it. And once you download it, you come back to your desktop, or whatever you put your download is, and you extract it, and you open it. Once open, you just click on main, and that's it. Okay, before we continue of how to use tutorial, I want to tell you the units you can use, at least I recommend. So the units you pretty much must have, or I really recommend to have, is Getsu. Because Getsu is literally the safest way and more consistent way of doing this macro. You can kill airs and you destroy shields. And for DPS, you can use Sid or you can use Eagers. You can any hybrid unit you want. It doesn't really matter. And of course, you want to have Idol and the farm. And you can have Koichi for slow, or Blackbeard for slow, or Yukia for freeze. Anything you want. I would also recommend Chonin because his range is huge. But that's it. You can use any unit you want. And also your trait, it doesn't matter most of the time, but of course the better the trait, the faster you do. Especially if you have Crusader on Ghetto, then you can farm, you can macro National Gate 100% of the time. Doesn't matter the moderator or whatever, you can literally macro National Gate or any gate 100% of the time. Okay, so back to the macro. As you can see here, once you open the main, it shows this. You can come to settings to see all the keybinds. Also, you can see here, you can select the gate priority. So if you put 1, it means this is the highest priority. If you put 6, is the last priority. So I personally wouldn't do 6 because it sometimes gets really inconsistent. So you would like waste 30 minutes on national gates and by just filling. But unless you have Crusader Ghetto, then go ahead and put national on first, because Ghetto will lead you to 100% national gate completion rate all the time. So use that and disable matchmake, because matchmake right now is pretty buggy. Unless by the time you're watching this video they announce something that the matchmaking is fixed, then go ahead and use that. You can come here to see the keybinds. So F1 is to start, F2 is to pause, F3 to exit. This doesn't really matter, you don't need to know about this. Once you change your settings, you can press save. And here are the webhooks. You can enable webhooks, and you go to the Discord server and you put your link here and your user ID. I don't think I can show you. Okay, you know what? I'll show you guys anyways. Yeah, so when you come to your Discord server, you want to make one yourself, of course. You go to edit channel like this right here. and then you go to integrations. Once you go to integration, you can click on webhooks and create your webhook. Then click on it. Once clicked, just click on copy webhook URL, and you go back to your come back to the macro and you paste your URL link here. That's it, and then put your Discord user ID. And if you want to get pinged, but you don't have to, and then you want to click on save. Anyways, go back to the macro. So this is for the gems. This is universal selector. This is for, I don't know, for making your own macro guests, but I never use this. Of course, this is for law portals. If you want to do portals, this is for gates. You want to click on this. If your Roblox like this for some reason, just drag this around. It will be fixed like this right now. Okay, so there are some settings you have to follow. You can follow my settings. Just do the exact same settings. Okay, so for some macros, it depends on the macro. You might have to turn on auto start, but for most of the time, you want to have auto start off. Also, you want to have your game at the lowest graphics and no sound. I mean, sound doesn't really matter, but why would you have sound on when you're AFK? Once you come to portal, you want to start a gate yourself. Do not matchmake. As of right now, it's really buggy. So select any gates, the highest gate, of course, to get the most rewards out of it. You press play here and start. Okay, so once you arrived, don't move, do nothing, because it might mess up your macro, so just stay here. Okay, so now I explain you what does all this mean, because this may look so scary at first. Anyways, this index page, you press index page 2, it's just an auto-ability, but there's no units that needs auto-ability right now, so there's no use. You don't need this unless you want to sell your farm at a certain wave, but personally I never use this, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so for the unit slot, this is really simple. You just, of course, just depend on the slot. You want to select which unit you want to select, of course. And for the priority, you can change what you want them to attack first, like first, close, last, strong, weak, or bosses. But most of the time, I just leave them up first, unless you have your own specific macro. Then go ahead and change it. For upgrade, this is what upgrade you want them to have. It's pretty simple. Just click on max if you want them, if you want it like that. But there's some weird stuff with this macro. I'm not sure why, but whenever you place down one farm, don't max it out, because when you max it out, it just stopped working for some reason. So what you want to do is you want to place down every single farm of yours, then start max upgrading it. And for this axis, you want to click on select, and here you see this is how you place your units. To select where you want to place your units, you want to right click on the spot. That's how you set it down. And once it's done, you can just close it. And that's about it for the macro. Now to start the macro, as you saw the keybands before, you want to press F1, and then it says it will start doing it yourself. You can see the stuff they're doing in current process. You have to wait a bit. Now just walk yourself and wait for it to click yes. As you see, it just started. Also, I won't be showing my macro because I have different units, so this might not work for you. So I'll share a Discord server where people post their configs. So you don't have to make one macro yourself. You can just download the macro configs, and you can just use it straight away. It's much more simple that way. This config I also downloaded from someone else as well. It's really good on the Discord server. And if some reason you want to pause your macro, just press F2. See, now everything is paused. You can move around now. But make sure when you're doing the macro, don't move around, don't do anything, just leave it there. And if you want to exit the macro, just press F3. And now it's closed. You can do whatever you want now. So you have to join the Discord server because you have to activate it. To activate it, you have to come to the claim key channel and click on get a key. Or if for some reason you lost your key, you can click on view key. Or you want to change the device, you can reset your key. But be careful, you can only reset once. So make sure to do this like once you confirm what you want to do. And you also be brought to this premium server. Once you buy the premium version, you get access to all this stuff, and their people is really helpful, so go ahead and talk to them and ask for help. And you can also get access to the configs channel. This is where I download all my configs. People here really make really good configs, so you can go ahead and download from them. You can also request some specific macros if you need. And to download macros configs, you just come to here and scroll to the top, of course. Oh my god, they really did talk a lot here. Oh my god. Now you're here, they will tell you what units to use, anything to use, just use exactly as they tell you. And once you get all the units, click on download here. Once it's downloaded, you want to open it and come to your desktop or whatever you downloaded to here. And you drag it to the desktop. This is how I want to do it. You click informal, things and click on settings. You click on map configs and make sure to drag this in and click on replace this following destination. But I'm not going to do that because I don't need this macro right now, so I'll delete it. But that's about it. Okay guys, so this is it for the guide. If you're still confused about the macro for some reason, you can ask me in comments or just join my Discord server. I'm always active there. Also, consider using my affiliate code Mimo. It would help me out a lot. Now, and I'm also trying to reach 1,500 subscribers by the end of September. So consider subbing. We are almost there. And thank you for watching.